What is up, guys? Jeremy here, and welcome back to another video. Gonna show you guys without a jailbreak some love. I know that there are a lot of you that don't have a jailbreak, might not be interested in a jailbreak, or might be on 14.4 and waiting for a jailbreak. But I'm gonna cover Weatherlight version 3. This is no jailbreak required, and it's pretty damn awesome. Now, I've done a ton of coverage of Weatherlight in the past, so what I'm going to do is create a playlist for all of those videos. If you guys are looking to get into this, that playlist will be very helpful for you, as I've shown how to do basically a range of things on how to just install it, on how to get crazy with JavaScript and how to edit code on it and to implement it and all that. So check out that playlist link if you guys are looking to get into this. But basically, in a nutshell, what Weatherlight v3, and this is 3.1 to be exact, what it's going to do is it's going to apply a bunch of different information to a wallpaper and then automatically set that wallpaper for you. It'll have information like weather, the date, weather conditions. You can even have RSS feeds, a bunch of really cool stuff. It's all customizable as well. And on a side note, you can automate this. You could automate it if you wanted to run every hour so that you have the most current information about your location in terms of weather or whatever on your home screen. It's pretty insane. And we're going to start this off being very simple. So what we're going to do is install Weatherlight v3, and we're going to install one theme, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So first off, you will need the Discord app on your iPhone. That's just where the downloads are available. It is in the iHeaven Discord. So once you are in iHeaven, as you guys can see here, all you got to do is scroll down until you see the Weatherlight Gallery channel right here. So go ahead and select on that channel. And then if you swipe over to the right, you will see the pins option near the top there. Just click on those pins and it will take you to the pinned messages, which is going to display the most up-to-date version of Weatherlight. And then from here, what you can do is download the necessary shortcuts and files. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Now this is going to work for, I believe, iOS 14.3 and up. So my iPhone is actually on 14.5 beta 3 and it works perfectly fine. So the first thing we're going to need is the main shortcut. As you guys can see right here, just click on that link. Actually, I clicked on the post. Now let's click on the link. And one issue here is sometimes this won't load. I want to cover this as well really quick. If you come to this link and it's just constantly loading, the trick to get around that is to click the Safari button in the lower right. So just click on that. And then if it's still loading here, you just swipe down a little and you'll see this kind of little pop-up at the top. Just click open in shortcuts. That's kind of the workaround to install it. Now I already have it installed. It looks like my shortcuts app is being a little weird. Let's try that again. Click on open and then the shortcut will load. And then basically what you do is just swipe to the bottom. Quick tip, you can grab onto that grabber to swipe quicker and then add the untrusted shortcut. I already have it, but I'm going to replace it. So we added that shortcut. The next thing we're going to want to do is go back into Discord. We can click on done here, and then we will need the files. So I'm just going to click on the files. I'm going to click on download, and this is a decently sized folder. So I'll let that finish downloading and I'll be back in a second. All right, it's done downloading, so I'm going to click on more, and then I'm going to save this to files, and then I'm going to save it to shortcuts, iOS weather, and I'm going to back up just so you guys can see how I get here. So it's basically in iCloud Drive, so iCloud Drive, and then you scroll until you see the shortcuts folder right here, and then you will need to put it into the iOS weather folder. If you guys are doing this for the very first time, you will not have this iOS weather folder. You can simply create it by being selected on shortcuts, clicking the add folder, and then you're going to want to spell this exactly. So iOS weather, and you want the O, S, and W capital and the rest lowercase. And then you can click on done and then save it to that folder. I already have it, So I'm just going to select on the iOS folder, and then I'm going to click Save. So now we have the main shortcut, we have the files. Let's go ahead and click on Done, and then we can get a setup shortcut for this as well. You guys are probably going to want this. This is super handy to have. So again, I'm just going to click Get Shortcut here because it's loading for me. I showed you guys the weird loading trick if it ever does that to you. So again, for this, we'll swipe to the bottom and we'll add, and I'll just replace it since I already have it. Okay, so now if we go into shortcuts, we can see we do have the Weatherlight v3 setup and the Weatherlight v3 on the bottom there. So I'm going to jump into my files application now, and we're going to need to unzip the main folder that we got. So we'll back up to iCloud Drive, again go into shortcuts, we'll go into iOS weather, and then you guys will see I have Weatherlight v3.zip. Just click on that and it will unzip the folder into iOS weather. You can open it up and see what's in there if you want, but we're not going to do anything with it quite yet. I like to keep the zip just in case I ever need to reinstall it, but you guys can delete the zip at this point. You don't need it in here anymore. And what we can do is we can jump into shortcuts and we can actually run the shortcut, and it will display the default theme that it comes with. So for this first part, you'll have to click on OK on a few different pop-ups here. You'll only have to do this one time. It's a one-time thing for the first time you run the shortcut. So we'll just click on OK for those. OK again. And I think we can exit and we can just wait now, and you'll see the home screen should change here. It looks like we're still getting a couple of pop-ups. You don't have to wait in the Shortcuts app for it to run. Do take note on that. So if you run it, you can technically exit out. And as you guys can see, there is the Weatherlight setup that comes by default from Eric. Now, I don't have my icons in the correct place, but as you guys can see, there's actually information that's underneath these icons. So if I wanted it to look perfect, I would remove this bottom row of icons, and then you have all of this useful information. As you can see, there's actually a graph there for temperatures. There's also a graph for precipitation that would be on there. There's different weather icons. You have a lot of really cool information. If we jump to the lock screen, as you guys can see, there is the lock screen, and that looks absolutely amazing. If you show somebody this, they would think that you're jailbroken, even though you're not, just because you have all this very useful information that you normally can't get unless you're jailbroken, but this is one of the coolest shortcuts. So we're gonna go ahead and install a theme now. So if you guys don't like the theme that comes by default, do take note, there's another one you can choose from. So that one is by Eric, The Way to Zion. He is the creator, or one of the creators of this shortcut. If we go into the themes folder, as you can see, Moan has one as well that you can use. And actually what I'll do is I'll just show you guys, this is gonna be a longer video, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna run the Weatherlight v3 setup now, and I'll show you guys how that works. So we'll click on OK again, and then you can see this is the quick, kind of like quick settings for setting up Weatherlight. You have your username, so obviously I need to edit that because my name isn't Eric. And you guys will honestly want to put whatever your actual name is there. We want the M to be capital so it looks good. Click on done. So now I've set my name. We'll click on OK on the pop-up again. And then you have the option to have Weatherlight applied to the home screen or applied to the lock screen. You can have both of these on, or one on and one off, whatever way you want it. It's totally customizable. And the way you do that is you simply change it from 1 and you change it to 0. 0 turns it off. So by making that 0, it will basically not display Weatherlight on my home screen. So I hope that makes sense. I'm just going to leave it as 1 because I want it applied to both. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the theme from Eric's to Moan's. Since there's 2 preloaded themes, I'm going to define the home screen theme, and then it tells you what you do. Kindly go to home screen theme folder, shortcuts, iOS weather, Weatherlight v3, and then it's the 01 themes folder. Okay, so just click on OK, and this is where we're going to choose the JSON for a different theme. So again, shortcuts folder, iOS weather, and then we'll go into Weatherlight v3, and then we go into the 01 themes home screen, And then I'm going to do Moan 2. So I'm going to switch this, and you just click on the style.json. And we changed the theme. Now let's do the same thing for the lock screen. Let's switch this one around really quickly as well. So again, we will do not the home screen. We will do O2 theme lock screen, Moan 2, style JSON. Now we have successfully changed the theme for real weather. So you can use RSS feeds, RSS feed URL, and then use GPS. So there's a couple other options here. I'm not going to cover that right now. So now we have changed the theme with the quick settings. Let's go ahead and run the shortcut, and I have that shortcut bug that's not showing me any updates. So we'll go ahead and run it, and then we'll go to the home screen, and we will see Moan's theme applied to the home screen and lock screen. Again, just give it a few seconds to run here. It is doing a lot of stuff in the background. Take note, if you guys leave shortcuts to watch it change like that, if there's any errors, you won't know of it. So just remember that. So as you can see, the theme has changed. That is really cool looking. And all we did was just run a shortcut. So it's really, really neat how it works. Now let's go ahead and install a theme from iHeaven. So you can get Weatherlight from iHeaven, and you can also find a bunch of really cool themes that some of us have created. So we'll go to the bottom, and as you can see, you can get a little preview here of the theme. So this one is for the lock screen. It is by Moan, and then it gives you all the downloads you need. And I actually think that that lock screen looks pretty awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and download this theme. Go ahead and click on download. Give it a few seconds to download. Now what we'll do is we'll click on more. We'll save it to files. And again, we'll save it to iOS weather. And then we'll exit out. We'll go into our files, and then we will back up, and then we can see the new Weatherlight v3 zip with the new files there. We'll unzip it. As you can see, it's renamed because we already have that folder here. We'll go into it, and then you can see there's one folder here, O2 theme lock screen. And then all you got to do is move this folder to this directory. That's all you got to do. It's really easy. So what we'll do is, actually, I'll just do it like this. I'll just click and hold, and I'll click copy since I'm only just moving one folder, and I'll back out of this one, go into the main folder, go into O2 themes for lock screen, and then we can just paste this theme in. Just like so. Now we have the new theme, so we can exit, we can go to shortcuts, we can go to the setup shortcut, and this is for the lock screen. So again, we're going to define which theme we want to use, and we'll back out, and there's Moan 6, the new one. Click on the JSON. We have set it, and now we can close out of quick settings, and we can run the shortcut, and as you guys will see, the lock screen will change to that new theme. Really, really cool. And there it is. And that looks absolutely awesome. So that is the basics of Weatherlight v3.1. Like I said, I've done a lot of advanced stuff for Weatherlight. I've covered a lot of crazy stuff. So check out the playlist link in the description if you guys want to see more about it. Also, like I said, be sure to join iHeaven. If you guys have any questions, just a little info here. In iHeaven, there is actually a Weatherlight support channel. So if you guys are having issues, you can ask in here, you know, how do I fix this, or whatever problems you might have, you can ask in that channel, and there's a lot of great people that are willing to help you out to get it working on your device if you encounter any problems. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely throw me a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot here at the channel. And if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, don't forget to click that subscribe button. This has been Jeremy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.